please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And there are times in history. Look, when you get a bit older, when your hair gets grey, you get to notice patterns in time, patterns in history. There are times in history which are unique, and people ask you, do you remember where you are? Like, before my time, people would say, they already knows where they were when JFK was killed. I remember very well 9/11, you know, I remember Princess Di being killed. I remember all this stuff, right? It was, and people are like, do you remember where you were? Ah, you remember where you are. We are at such a nexus point right now, right? I don't think we're going to see Malcolm McDowell and Patrick Stewart and a slightly pudgy-looking William Shatner step out of that nexus. Thank God. Frankly, thank God. But we're at such a nexus point right now. Where were you? Where were you when Amazon's Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, Power of the Rings, whatever, cool, dropped? Because it is spectacularly awful. I mean, there's spectacularly awful. I mean, what a indictment of our ruling classes, right? Because that's what they are. Like the executives at these corporations like Amazon, they are our ruling classes, right? What an incredible indictment of them, of their complete stupidity and inefficiency. Yeah, I mean, what a shocking indictment, which is what this is. It absolutely is what this is. It's just unprofessional in every way, shape, or form. That anybody thought that this would be professional, and they spent $1 billion. That anybody thought this was a professional script, right? That was in some way compelling and inspire people to watch it. It's out there. They're out of their minds. They're out of their minds. Now, look, Amazon put so much money in it, they can't afford to publicly let it fail. I've recently found out, right? It's incredible. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, as you may know. I've recently found out that, generally speaking, no matter how much people publicly say they like the current era of Doctor Who, behind closed doors, they all hate it. It's unbelievable, right? From many sources, all at the same time. It's really weird, right? It's really, really weird. But people lie a lot. So we're going to see a lot of lying. We already saw it from Bleeding Cool. They put a review as they sorry, Tolkien bros, it's super popular. It's not, and it's the same nonsense that you tell us over and over and over again. Oh, the last Jedi was very popular. No, really? Where's the Rian Johnson trilogy? I know he was talking about it recently. No, it wasn't. For God's sake. Reality remains reality no matter how much you like it or dislike it. This is garbage. This is absolute garbage. Thank God I'm not a big Tolkien aficionado, so I don't know the depths of depravity that they've gone through. They're tearing up Tolkien's legacy. Listen, I'm a religious guy. I believe in God. I believe in an afterlife. I believe in a metaphysical existence. I believe when we die, we go to something like heaven. It's more complicated than that, I think. Actually, if you want to know what happens after you die, watch the Robin Williams movie, What Dreams May Come. I think it's probably the most accurate depiction of the death experience, right? Okay, in according to my wibbly-wobbly worldview, right? But yeah, I digress. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I hope Tolkien can't see this, right? I hope he just slipped into oblivion and nothingness, because that would be better than having being tortured by this absolute garbage. You know, and something that really amazes me is the lack of thought with their idiocy. Very famously, controversially, there's a lot of black people now in Middle-earth, right? There wasn't before. Now, do I mind seeing black people on TV? No, I know. Why would I mind seeing black people on TV? Do I mind seeing black people on TV used as tokens for white people, liberal white people's cloying and rather disgusting white guilt? Yes! I don't like tokenism. I don't like using people as pawns, as identities. I don't like that. I think it's racist, right? I think it devalues everyone. But the stupidity behind it, right? The breathtaking stupidity behind it is, if it was skin color was a spectrum in the second age, and in the third age, it's not. It's all white people. So at some point, there was some kind of genocide or Holocaust wiping out all the black people in Middle-earth, regardless of species. Hobbits, elves, all of the black people got wiped out. Why? I don't know. I mean, that sounds like I don't want to see that, right? But I'm looking at all these characters. I say this all through the reviews. That don't bother having any kids. No, don't have any life because they're all going to be killed. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters because why? And why do they think about it? Because they're too busy doing tokenism over representation, right? You want to have black people in Lord of the Rings? Go to a part of the earth where they have more black people than Western bloody Europe in the 15th century. Tolkien made a whole world. You could have done so freaking much, right? It really annoys me, right? And you got much more of a... I don't know, my arse and my elbow were Tolkien, right? I assume you have more of a blank canvas there. But no, because they're idiot losers. That's really, I think, that's the best way of describing the people who made it. Idiot losers who really just have to tell people that black people are people too. No one disagrees with you, particularly the people you're screaming at, the MAGA people, as your glorious commander-in-chief, the Dark Brandon was branding them. There is no racism there. I'm sorry, right? You have this weird fantasy. The people have this weird fantasy that people who support Brexit, support Trump, hate black people. It's nonsense. It's disgusting nonsense as well. And it's enough already. Because, I don't know what you're basing on other than your deep, abiding ignorance and prejudice, which is what's on display here. Not really the things that Tolkien was known for, ignorance and prejudice, right? But there you go. So Amazon laid $1 billion turd, and now we're going to rip the shit out of it. Because I think that's just the right thing to do. Right, that's it. So this video is long. I'll warn you now, it's long, but much more entertaining than actually watching this turgid piece of garbage. I think, turgid piece of garbage. Before we get into it, can you hit the subscribe button? That'd be really, really helpful. I'm getting close to 3,500 subscribers. I'm moving away from it again now. Oh, YouTube and your throttling ways. Listen, maybe YouTube's into autoerotic asphyxia. I'm really not. Well, actually, not true. Because they say, what's the word I'm after? The ejaculation, like the climax in with autoerotic asphyxiation is freaking awesome, right? That's what they say. Absolutely awesome, the best ever. But firstly, I don't think I would risk my life on it. But secondly, I don't want to be found by one of my kids hanging from the closet, my dick in my hand. There's too much risk involved in that, right? I just don't want that to be the way I go down. So no, thank you. But YouTube, they like to throttle, right? They like to throttle. So if you could, if you are also not in the autoerotic asphyxia, even if you are. I don't want to be judgmental. If you're not, if you're into it, or if you're not, can you hit the subscribe button? Listen, how often do you get around by talking about autoerotic asphyxiation in a Lord of the Rings review in a TV series that has no resemblance or connection to Lord of the Rings? That cost $1 billion. Did you expect that to happen when you woke up this morning? No, you didn't. And that's the sort of fun you get on my channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up my Substack, my email newsletter. Of course they're going to cancel me at some point. I'm going to be bad. So sign up my Substack and you will be able to follow wherever I may land. I'm on Rumble as well. Yeah, look, I would love us all to move over to Rumble. That would make my life way better, right? Way better. But until then, hit subscribe wherever you are. Sign up my Substack. It's free. Give out tons of stuff out. I've been putting out of print comics on there. I just got a treasure trove of all the 1980s Dan Dare from the Eagle revival they did. Never been reprinted, right? I think I'm going to start putting those on my Substack. Got to be better than Lord of the Rings. Honestly, being anally fisted by a butch Eastern German with very thick wrists is better than Lord of the Rings, right? Power of the Rings. It's absolute garbage. So fine, with this preamble, we come covered a lot. We covered a little bit of Rings of Power, Power of Ring, whatever it's called, because not much, because it's shit, and I don't want to think about it. But we talked about autoerotic asphyxiation. We talked about anal fisting. All the things you expect on my channel. I like to go with the classics. Fine. With that, like, share, subscribe, comments on my Substack, on my paying Substack. Let me head over to me from last night. What the hell? Oh my God. What the hell? $1 billion bloody dollars? It's so shit. It's okay. Again, this is some a Tolkien ignoramus. I've seen the movies. I've seen the Peter Jackson movies, and I think they're good. They actually don't do that much for me. Frankly, I prefer the cartoon. Right? I think that's kind of cooler. Right? Honestly, I like kind of like the how it was like appropriated by like the hippie acid swilling community of the 70s, right? That's my favorite version of Lord of the Rings. No, I like I thought I really didn't like the Hobbit at all. I thought it was like really. I was very interested when it was a Guillermo del Toro production. That's 2 movies, but 3 movies. Oh, garbage. Right? I was like, really, do we have to have another song about cleaning plates or whatever shit you're doing? It's yeah, but this has nothing to do with it being Lord of the Rings. This is just shit. This is just, I mean, this is no way of expressing how shit it is. So I think we just have to show you, right? It's unbelievable. So let's start. Okay, episode 1. I hope we make it through both episodes. Oh, shit. Every time I look at something, I go, oh, this is shit. Oh. So, okay, remember at the beginning of Lord of the Rings, you have that cool battle sequence, and they got Hugo Weavering's there, like, and all the elves, like lift up their swords simultaneously, and it's the orcs clashing, and he got hacking and slashing. And fucking awesome. Right? Oh, the Sauron comes out and he's slacking and hacking people away. Oh my God, it's so awesome, right? It's so awesome. I like the whole alliance of man and elf and there's a dwarf. I can't remember. I just remember it being fucking awesome, right? But the problem is this: the people making this hate the heroes. Hate heroes. They're disgusted, and it's about heroes, right? There is no hero in this. There's just one Mary Sue, Lady Mary of Sue. She's so shit. And I'm like, oh God, it's just, I would love to see the Lord of the Rings that was about the complete genocide of all black people in Middle Earth as well. Actually, I wouldn't like to say that. That's horrible. Again, this is just, so I mean, it's just really. This is what it seems like to me. People with no experience or understanding of what they're working on being given something that they have no idea how important it is, and then them doing the trash version that has nothing to do with it, right? What does this do with Lord of the Rings? I don't fucking know. So we get a bunch of kids and they're all frolicking around in their little gay. This is for the pedophiles. This is for the Hollywood section, right? Hollywood's like, oh, this is so empowering. Oh, right? That's what this is. You have children in flimsy outfits frolicking and playing. They're little elfling children frolicking and playing. But meanwhile, Galadriel is busy being stunning and brave. Why are you being stunning and brave, Galadriel? I'm a boy. I don't like your stunning braveness. But I am so stunning. And I am so brave because I'm Galadriel. I am the hero. There is no journey because I'm always perfect. I have made a paper boat. And they go, oh. And it pops into a sword. It's so beautiful. But the evil boys, the evil toxic masculinity, they hated my beautiful sword and they threw rocks at it. I said, no, don't throw rocks at it. No. They throw rocks. I tried to stop them. And then my beautiful sword, bush, is a rock thrown at it. And it's very sad. And then I'm like, well, I don't have a choice. I got to kick his ass. Oh, because I can, because I'm stunning and brave. Oh, I'm going to smash his face, and I can do it anytime I want, because I'm stunning and brave, me. But then my brother says, Gladriel, is this what you want to be doing? You want to be the bit of path, Gladriel? And they go, and he looks at his boat and said, "This is, you want to have fight over this?" And he's like, "Oh, but I'm Gladriel. I have been bullied, and I am the stronger victor. Oh, I'm so stunning, and I'm so fucking brave. Oh." So then they sit, and he's like, "Look, I am a male, but I'm not toxic. I am a soft, nicely spoken man that you can trust, because I'm basically a homo, right? And that doesn't mean I'm gay. That just means I'm a huge pussy, right? I might be gay too, okay? Look, I'm sure there are gay people who are also huge pussies. As is Gladriel's brother, Flantagging Flintuga Fludong. Oh, let me tell you an important lesson. He said, you must always wait for the light. I said, but how do you know where the light is? It could be reflected in the water. And he said, I will give you a secret. And this is certainly not for you imagining you putting your tongue in a little girl's ear for people in Hollywood. No! Not that at all. Not that at all. And then she said, oh, so stunning and brave. And then my brother went off to war. So then you have all the cool bit in Lord of the Rings, right? This is not the same universe as the Peter Jackson one, right? Obviously, because we find out that Elrond is not Hugo Weaving. Okay, so I thought this was about making of the Rings of Power, right? That little prologue, right, in the beginning, and I thought Russell Crowe was going to be in it. That all sounded like, okay, that sounds okay. The corruption of man, making the Rings of Power, fine. But no, and then they have like the Sauron, and elf lords go to war, and big war, and it's like Hamlet, oh, sacrifice, oh, big battle, oh, lots of elves dead. Then Gladriel goes and collects the many helmets from the battlefield, and she is sad and torn, but she is wonderful and stunning and brave. And look, I'm not making this shit. It's them. Fuck me. This is this is them giving me the script. This is so crazy. It's, I will place it on the mound of the dead. But eventually, I guess they made an alliance with man. If that's them, I don't know if that's it now or not. But her stunning and brave, clearly heterosexual brother. This guy isn't a faggot. No, clearly heterosexual, right? Oh, yeah, no, certainly that mouth has never sucked a cock. I mean, he is being buried with a dildo in his hand. I mean, that is a bit of a giveaway, right? Bury me with my dildo. Both of them. One in my hand. Where should I put the other? My brother Els will tell you. And he's left. Oh, so now, fortunately, Sauron and Mordor, whatever the fuck it is, I don't know, have a logo. And then, do you know what? I'm just gonna put my little logo in you now, because now I'm gonna go into hiding for the next 1,000 or so years, and you're going to go on a desperate quest to find me, because that was my brother, his quest, and that's the day it became mine. And she grabs the dildo, right, and goes and be stunning and brave, and she scours the earth for Sauron. And then she turns into bad computer graphics as she climbs up a mountain, but she's so stunning and she's so brave. Oh, let me climb up. Oh, this was so much better in Game of Thrones. And she has a man lieutenant who isn't stunning and brave, because he's a man. He has toxic masculinity, and he doesn't know to listen. I bet if he was on Discovery, he wouldn't listen to Burnham. Oh, they have found a new place. Look, we will go there tomorrow. I am driven. And he's like, maybe we want to calm down a bit. He said, fuck off. I am stunning and brave. He said, look, maybe you want to be a little less of a cunt. Right? I don't know. Listen, darling. You're stunning and brave, but you're also an insufferable cunt. Maybe you want to be a little No! We travel in the morning. And by the way, he's like, there's no Sauron. We've gone with you all these years. There's no Sauron. Nothing doing. And like, I know we're 10 minutes away from the castle, but no, we're not going to go there now. I mean, we climbed up the mountain, right? I mean, 1 second. We literally just did this, right, to get up here, right? Go back. We just did this to climb up, right? That just happened. But no, it's a bad idea. We should stop moving forward at this point. Well, maybe we just check around the corner. No, we'll just do it tomorrow. But do you have to be an insufferable cunt about it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I need to be an insufferable cunt. If I'm not, then I am being restricted and not cunty enough. But you really are a very insufferable cunt. Yes, I know. And so now they keep going in the snow. Whoo, sure, it's so blizzardy. Oh, but I'm so determined because I'm so stunning and I'm so brave. I mean, it goes on. But finally they say, look, maybe we should turn back. So no, we go forward. And they find this castle and they go and huddle in this castle. Said, oh, this is Castle Tir Nagoch. Oh, this is Sauron's place. They start looking around. Says, see, I was right. I will be an insufferable cunt about it, though. Right? Let me take off my helmet so I can. So you can see my completely impractical golden locks. No, should I tie them up in a ponytail? No. That would just make sense. I said, oh, look at this. No Sauron, eh? And she finds a Sauron clue. And then she goes, she's searching the place. And he's like, I don't think there's any Sauron left, darling. Can we go home? No, I will be stunning and brave. Well, look, we found a dead orc fused into the wall. I said, well, and she somehow works out the clues. And she, there's a little bit of snowfall on the thing, and it just burns up. So she puts water on it. And said, oh no, the evil symbol of Sauron he's left it there. What a stroke of luck. Proving he's alive somewhere, right? Because his fire will never go out. And it's a symbol for elves. Said, okay, we found this. We need to go home now. What? Yeah, no, we've absolutely proved your point. You're 100% correct. Sauron is out here. We need to go home. What? No. Yeah, we do. Look. You don't understand. I'm an actualized woman. You're a toxic male. Everything you're gonna say is wrong. I don't feel that way. No, I am. Listen. Look, I'll explain to you. I'm an insufferable cunt, but you're a toxic male. That's just the way it is, mate. And then, oh no, there's a monster coming. Oh shit. I wish I was maybe I am a stunning brave woman. No, I'm not a stunning brave woman. I'm a toxic male. No, that means he's going to eat me. Run away, everybody. Oh, we'll get ready to fire our arrows. That'll do it as he'll come around the corner. We'll just fire arrows right at him. Fuck! Oh no, he said you thrown a big boulder of rock because, if only we weren't boys. If only we were women, we would have had a better battle plan, but we curse it. Dang, we were just men. We weren't heroes. We needed a hero. Oh, did you need a hero? Here I come. Hero, here to save the day. Right, he's attacking all the toxic male. Die, toxic male. Bush. Not so toxic now, are you, male? Toxic male. Here, let me do that again. Dush. Dush, yes. I am the wrath of woman. Toxic male die. The death of toxic males is good. Ow. So then, Pussy Boy, who disagrees with about everything, he holds the sword up so she could run up it like a little jumpy up laddery thing. Like, well, hey, look at me. And this bit is just, I was actually laughing. I'm not even joking. I was, this bit, I was just like, I have to tell you, the character's shit, but the actress isn't much better. she believes that anybody's going to believe this shit, right? Oh, look, I hope Gladriel can save me. Whoosh, 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 dink, donk. Oh, donk, I'm so stunning and brave and the strongest, bestest ever. Oh, bestest ever, donk in your face. Because I'm the bestest ever. Tush. And then she knifes it in the head. Oh, because I'm Gladriel. I am woman, hear me roar. Says, right, we go in the morning. And he's like, listen, you proved you're absolutely correct, but fuck you. Well, you're going on your own then if you do that. And they all put the swords down. And she's like, okay, I guess we're going back. Even though I've been proved completely correct. Dun, 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 the rings of power. Why they have Lords of the Ring up there, I don't know. It's got nothing to fucking do with Lord of the Rings at all. Oh. So then it starts to get shit. We are people carrying moose horns for some reason. And basically we're just here to show you that black and white people exist together. Because I'm a black person, see? Look, I'm a black person in Middle Earth. What happens to all the black people? Oh, we kill you all. We round you up, put you in camps, and you all get killed. What, is that sour? No, just white supremacists. That's because that's what's going to happen if we don't watch them. Yeah, white supremacy. Really? Are all the black people going to get killed? Yeah. By the third day match, you're all gone. Really? Well, that kind of sucks. Better not have kids then. Better not. What's the point? They're all going to die. Oh, well, yeah, that's pretty bad. Off he goes, and hiding in the bushes is a non-hobbit, half-foot hobbit. Oh, because we want to have black people, but they can't be hobbits. So now, and they all hide, and they're hiding because of Lenny Henry. Now, Lenny Henry is a virtuous man. Bless him. Very, very, very virtuous. He likes to signal he's virtuous too, but he's very, very virtuous, right? So bless little Lenny Henry. He has weirdly culturally appropriated a Welsh accent in this. Is that like somebody doing blackface, Lenny? Look, I don't make the rules. Oh no, that's you do that, and you do that as you go along. So Lenny Henry's basically we see the hobbity world, and he's like the smart person there, like the guy who reads the stars and potions and stuff. He's like the leader, and we're all like, oh, look at us all be hobbity people, hobbity. And I'm girl Bilbo Baggins, right? Here I'm girl Bilbo Baggins. Bilbo Baggins, that's me. And we're going picking raspberries, and I'm your fat friend, right? Because I want all girls to know that anybody of any body type is worthwhile. Yay! Let's eat gluttonously. And they start throwing food in everybody's mouths, and they eating the berries, and then they find a giant wolf paw thing. And he's like, maybe. By the way, I have no shame about stuffing my face full of food and being a fat cunt. No, because all body types are fine. Okay, everybody's fine. Can I have some more, please? Because that's stunning and brave. And he's like, oh, that might be a monster. Says, no. Anyway, meanwhile, Elrond, who's now a big faggot, right? Elrond is now, he's not just gay, right? He is, he's a faggot, right? He is, he actually has a dildo up his ass right now. Why do you think he's smiling that way? Oh, Wednesday wrote Mr. Kipling, says Elrond. I have a dildo up my ass. Oh, it feels so good. I feel so feminine. And then, oh, your friend's here. And it's Gladriel. Gladriel is here to see a friend. Elrond. Oh, Gladriel. How are you, Gladriel? I'm kind of fucked off, actually. I just had a mutiny. I had to come. I spent like, 6 months to a year coming back home after being absolutely proved they existed. Well, it wasn't quite a mutiny. It was, in fact, the They were following the king's rules. So the king told them that you are an insufferable cunt and you have to come home. Oh, but I found this symbol of the logo of evil Sauron, Mordor, whatever. No, come listen. We're just going to walk down these steps where there's these arches but no walls for some apparent reason. Because that's what elves do, baby. That's the way elves roll. And she's like, we need to talk to the king and get more people and go back and get Elrond. Elrond doesn't have black hair anymore. No, again, Elrond is a fairy, right? I mean, like, I'm not joking. Oh, Gladriel, I would put my finger up and say, no, but it's up my ass right now. Because I am Elrond the faggot. He said, don't talk to me being a politician. And she says, very mad, oh, no. We need to get people back. And he's like, fine, I'll let you see the king. Meanwhile, the hobbits are being hobbity people. Go, hey, we're all happy. Somewhat racist stereotypes on Romany people. Essentially, I guess it's the Hobbit pikeys, I guess. That's what they call themselves, lock, stock, and two smoking barrels, right? And I tell you, Gilbert Baggins is reasonably insufferable, right? And not very fuckable. So, and she's showing all the stuff she's found. Come on, it's not clicking on properly. Come on. No. I will change slide method. I'll tell you now. Warning you now. Oh, that's going backwards and forwards for me. I don't know what's happening for you. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, like, I'm Lenny Henry's wife and, the medicine woman, and I'm black, by the way. Really? Do you have any kids? No, because they're all going to be killed, right? All your grandkids, they're all going to die, right? Horribly. They're going to be put away in concentration camps. What's that? Oh, they're just terrible. They're terrible things. Meanwhile, in Rivendell, oh yeah, this is the stupidest bit ever, right? The king is kind of pissed off with Gladriel for not backing down and still looking for Sauron, even though she has found Sauron, right? They're like, nobody's seen an orc in hundreds of years. And she just found, didn't they just fight one? As in a sign saying he was around somewhere. So, but anyway, so we have elf politics. And why do they think being an elf is being faggy? Like, what? I don't understand. How do they equate one with the other? We're going to make elves, but they have to be very faggy, right? So thank you for your service, they say. You have done so well. And she bows and she accepts her laurel, right? A little bit unwillingly, because I am woman. I will not submit. Hear me roar. And they all get their laurels, and they all quite like their laurels. And he says, oh, you're the bestest ever. You're so bestest. Because you're so good, we're going to kill you. You're going to go to the ascend to the next life. And again, Valhalla, she's like, what? I'm not sure I'm up for that. Really? Really? And Elrond's like, oh, congratulations. You're going to die. Congratulations. You are going to die. Well done. Well done in your coming death. And she's like, you understand I'm going to die, right? This is death. And they're like, yes, lucky cunt. Oh, lucky cunt. Meanwhile, there's fireworks going on because they're going to get to ascend and not die horribly. And she's like, I thought I would end up here in the Forest of Memorial rather than going to glowy heaven future play. I don't know. He's like, well, it's a reward, that's the king's gift. This is actually a good thing. And I'm just nothing like Elrond, right? Nothing at all. Like Hugo Weaving and me, I don't understand how we're on the same casting list. Like, he's awful. Like really, everything we saw and we went, oh, that's going to be shit, was 100% like, oh yeah, that was really shit, right? Oh, but why don't you want the king's reward? Because I don't want to fucking die, fucking moron. Oh, but she says, doesn't say it that way. She says, because I have work to do, because Sauron might be out there somewhere. Meanwhile, in this other land, where Sauron used to be during the war, like the descendants of people who worked for him or something, they're occupied by elves. And into him walks Gary again. I only heard this first half hour of his stream. He had a really funny name for him. I can't remember what it was, but it just was. Hi, I'm a black elf. So he's been there like 72 years, and he's heard about poisoning, and he's come to investigate it, but nobody likes him. They're like, whatever you want. We just don't like your kind. And this kid's like, why can't you just leave? He's already gone. Sauron's dead. Leave us alone. And he walks out, and then vaguely hot chick says, hi, I got these seeds for you. And they clearly like each other. And they're like seeds he had from when he was a boy. He said, I had to trade them for you. Oh, okay. Basically, they clearly fucking each other at some point, right? And he's like, did you sort everything out? I said, yeah, no problem. Let's get back to the big Lord of the Ringsy tower. He said, look, good news. We got proclamation, the war's over, we're all going home. I said, but I've been here 72 years. Said, yeah, you got to go home now. I know you got used to it. And he said, but don't forget, they're still bad people, okay? But that's why we were here. Meanwhile, she's got a little black boy, and he's a black elf. I wonder if they could, be related, right? I wonder. So he turns up and goes, I'm leaving, right? I sorted it out. I'm not happy about this. We're clearly fucking each other, right? And I think I quite like fucking you, right? Okay. I mean, look, she's reasonably attractive, and she looks like be good. Anyway, the son's like, who doesn't like the elves? Is like, mother, there's a man here to see you. And he's got, she's a healer, right? He's got a sick cow who's milking black goo. That's not a good sign. He said, oh, he ate something from over this village where I used to live. So they go and check the other village, right? Meanwhile, the son has a secret hidden sword. Look, I found the big glowy crystal from Krypton. No, not that at all. Instead, he found a bit of Sauron's sword, and it's got the logo on it. Oh, it's Sauron's sword, clearly. Meanwhile, okay, now we get into the stupidest shit you would ever believe, right? The absolute stupidest. This was clearly based on, Lord of the Rings art, right? But they go on a voyage. They're on a voyage like this. I mean, there's no sleeping places or food, but that doesn't matter. As you find out in the next episode, you don't need that. You don't need sleeping compartments or food to go on long sea voyages, right? So they can't get to this place easily. They have to go on it, and they all stand in formation like this. Meanwhile, Elf President wants him to meet... Hi, we're clearly not going to have sex now. Clearly, that's not going to happen. Well, of course not. By the way, Elrond, would you just bend over for a second? What for? No reason, okay? Because we're not going to have sex. Just get on your hands and knees, okay? Okay, are you sure we're not going to have sex? Yes, I'm sure of it. I am totally sure we are not going to I'm not going to fuck you right now. Okay, I'm totally sure. Okay, fine. So just get on your hands and knees. Okay, I'm on my hands and knees. Oh my God, what's going on? I'm not having sex with you, okay? I'm the king. This is not me having sex. Okay, then. This does feel quite uncomfortable. Yes, I know, but I'll be over in a minute. Okay, fine. So, do you know this famous designer, this famous elf designer? I want you to go and work for him. Hi, I'm a famous elf designer, and I'm clearly not going to have sex with you. Clearly, all right? Meanwhile, Lenny Henry is like, hey, I'm a black hobbit. That scare you? Does it? No, you just look stupid and used, Lenny, right? You look stupid and used. And what's with the blackface Welsh accent, right? Well, I listen, mate, you can't be holier than thou and then break the rules because people will take the piss. How do we know that? I'm taking the piss. Oh, look, he looks unhappy. Meanwhile, Gulbo Baggins is like, I don't know. So they're off looking at this village. So, hi. So we're clearly fucking each other, right? Yeah, we clearly are. I mean, the kid is yours, right? Oh no, we found the villagers in flames. Meanwhile, we're still staying in formation. Although she's moved. They moved her over there now. Wonder what's up with that. Yeah, it's like I wonder when they decide they got to change formation. Man, we're going to Valhalla. This really looks like I'm going to die right now. I'm not sure I'm up for this, right? No, you're going to die. It's okay. Don't worry. We're just going to the sun-drenched land. It's all going to be groovy. Now, let's just take your armor off. Nothing to worry about. None of this is creepy. None of this is like you're about to be euthanized, right? Here, let me take your sword. I really don't want to. No, I'm going to take it, right? And I don't. By the way, what happens? Let's go back for a second. What happens to all these attendants out with them? They're also going to the sun-drenched lands as well, apparently. Apparently so. Lucky old attendants, right? I mean, like, this is such a stupid way. I mean, like, you didn't understand that this was a metaphor for death. I mean, that was the whole point. Fucking idiots. And it's like the idiocy of this just really, really annoys me. Look, that was my brother's dildo. I should keep my brother's dildo. You can't keep your brother's dildo. We're not going to die now. We're just going to go into a big flamey ball thing. Nothing to worry about. Okay, we're definitely not dying. Here, take my brother's dildo. Oh, look, the sun-drenched lands are opening like a giant vagina. Oh, I've never seen a vagina before, but I bet they're just like this. Yes, they are. Oh, oftentimes when you do have sexual congress, birds fly out of a woman's vagina because they're that perfect. They are. I have a vagina, you know. Oh, look, it opens. Oh, let's go to the sun-drenched lands. Yay. This is not a metaphor for death. Oh, wait a minute. My brother's dildo. Whoa, what should I do? Oh, that make me think twice now. Meanwhile, a meteor falls. And the clearly not gay elf king sees it, and as Elrond sees it, it goes overhead. Oh, we're going to the sun-drenched lands. Elf boy and his girlfriend. No, you must come with me. Take my hand. We'll go to the sun-drenched land. You silly woman. No, no. I think I want to do it. Right. And then she remembers her brother saying, "Oh, you don't know which way to jump unless you tasted the darkness." What does that mean? I don't know. Oh, I should think twice. No, Gary, you must come to the sun-drenched lands. You must come to the sun-drenched land. Oh, I don't know. I don't like being ordered by a man. That I don't like. That's wrong. Whoa, sure, look, it's Gulbo back and she sees a meteor. Bush, shit, it lands as she jumps out in the middle of the fucking ocean. Middle of the ocean. Jumps out, right, of the wall of the boat, because, yeah, that makes sense. And then the vagina of light closes, and she's left alone in the dark, in the middle of the ocean, because she's she's an insufferable, stupid cunt, okay? And a leaf falls in, looks at it, and, oh no, Rot has arrived with it. Meanwhile, Gulbo Baggins finds what we're lovingly calling not Gandalf, right? Not Gandalf. Is in a big pit thing. Whoosh, he was the thing that fell down. End of episode 1, and it's shit. It's shit. But thankfully, thank you, Amazon, that you've given us 2 doses of your awful shit, which I sat through today, right? And yet, over the last few days, I get these screen grabs, and I hated every second of it. Gladriel! Oh, let us know more. So then we have the titles like, oh, but we want to be like Game of Thrones, but we're not, so we got to do our own thing. But it's kind of Games of Thrones-y. Oh, can't we go dun 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 dun? Can we do that? No, we got to do rings of power. So Gladriel is a stupid cunt in the middle of the ocean because she's a stupid cunt. Because she decided before she didn't decide before she went on the boat to death that she didn't want to die. She was always like, I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure about this death thing, but no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. $1 billion is the rise of the... I know. It's insane. Okay, I'm just going to start swimming. Meanwhile, not Gandalf is met my Gilbert Baggins and fat friend, Fat Frodo. Oh, hi, all body types are okay. Nobody worry me. And she falls in and finds it's not hot. She touches him and he goes, ah! And all things go crazy, being not Gandalf. And then she touches him and it all stops. And he falls asleep and it all starts again. But it isn't hot. Meanwhile, Lenny Henry is noticing that the something weird's happened. And the spunky, fun little duo of not hobbits take not Gandalf somewhere, being insufferable. I mean, like, really, why do you make every character in this an insufferable cunt? It's unbelievable. It's almost as if you all you know is how to be an insufferable cunt. I mean, really, does this not look like an insufferably cunty face? Right? I mean, like, I'm sorry, darling. I'm not sleeping with that. I'm sorry. No. So they argue, and okay, this is feminist humor. They always think this looks funny. Let's have women be completely incompetent, and as they do that, the Gandalf rolls around and goes, "Oh no, he doesn't die." And so they take him to a place to hide. I don't know. Why were they hiding at the beginning? I don't fucking know. Maybe because people can't stand them because they're insufferable cunts. Meanwhile, he's like, "Oh, I will search this village for what destroyed it." Right, and they find a hole. I'm gonna go down the hole. Meanwhile, in the realm of the Elven Smiths, Elrond has been pimped out to his new life. I mean, again, all of this just screams pedophiles, right? To his new sex lord. And so, what do you think of my dildo? Anyway, so he's like, so what we're doing here, we're not going to build a giant phallic edifice. That's not going to happen. So they want to make this forge. So isn't this what they made the Rings of Power with? I don't bloody know. Right? I said, but we need to have it ready by next spring for some reason, right? I said, well, we can't do that. Maybe we should get the dwarves to help. So he goes to see his good friend, the Dwarf King, right? And said, oh, we're very good friends. Come here to see King Flippity Flop, whatever his name is. They said, no, fuck off. What? No, I want to see my friend, King Flippity Flop. No, fuck off. They said, I said, okay, I invoke the right of Ponfar, or whatever, fuck, okay? Battle by combat. So then they bring him. So this is the one good bit in it, by the way. This is, I think, and I don't know if this is Tolkien, right? I just think it's. I think it probably is. But you get to see like the elf caves, not the elf caves, the dwarf caves at their height, right? I think this is really cool, right? When you have like these, like the lighting is directed around and on technology. And Elrond liked it, and in comes his friend who's fucked off with him like crazy, and they got to have a contest. So we are going to do something completely original. Okay, what will we do? We're going to do that thing from the Dark Crystal where you hit rocks, right? But that's not so original. Yes, it is. Call the Dark Crystal horn. Da, 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 da. So first goes Wolf Man. Yay! Dark Crystal. Whoa, Dark Crystal. Meanwhile, okay, so next morning, Gilbo goes to check not Gandalf, and he's all like trying to make was clearly a constellation, and he's like, oh, he doesn't talk at all. He's like, no. Whatever. It's just stupid. And he's trying to converse, but he doesn't understand. And she gives him some food, and he eats it. Meanwhile, because she's not there, Fat friend can't help properly, and an accident happens. Doink, and Golbo Baggins' father gets bonked on the foot, as his foot broken. Anyway, and she comes running and is like, ah! Stay back, I'm dealing, sort of. So they check it and like, oh, that does not look good, right? He's like, I don't think you're going to be able to do anything on that for a while. And then Henry's look, can he move? Nope, we're stuck here for a bit. Meanwhile, Gladriel is swimming along in the middle of fucking ocean. Swim. Okay, she's never going to drown, right? Just swim. Oh, I'm so stunning and brave. I am powered by my stunning braveness. And she finds a boat of people, right? So this boat is a survivor. The survivors from this shipwreck or some shit. We don't know. And somebody goes to bring her on, and they're like, "No, wait, we can't bring her on. We don't have enough resources because we don't have food or water, right? Which doesn't really matter anymore, right? And they got to try and work out where she's from, what's going on, and like, well, no, I'm stunning and brave. Okay, look at this performance. This is what she's like. This is the one note you get through the entire thing. Right, and they say, "Oh, look, a ship's coming. We're saved." But it's not a ship at all. It's their ship, right? It's the wreck of their ship, which is wrapped around a sea monster. So it kind of changes direction, right? Now it feels like it's going from the opposite direction. Gladriel, of course, is stunning and brave and jumps off and just legs it, right, from the sea monster because she's stunning and brave. As she swims and she swam and she swam. Because I can swim forever. It's okay. I don't need food. I don't need water. I don't need rest. No. And then she's like, no, I'm not drowning because I'm stunning and brave. She finds the one survivor, and he brings her on. And he's like, she's not very grateful, as I recall. Right. Meanwhile, they're breaking rocks. Hey! And breaking rock. Oh, look, we got another girl elf. Jesus, it's such shit, isn't it? And he tries and he fails, and he like lays the hammer down. Said, "Fine, get out." He's like, "Well, can you escort me out, please?" They're gladly. So fine, they go in this giant elevator thing, and you find out he's really pissed off because Elrond hasn't been there for 20 years, which for him apparently is like a blink of the eye. But it's like, I've got married, I've had children, you haven't showed up, you haven't seen anything. He's like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. I'll be smug and condescending. How about this? Okay, come to dinner then. Okay. So he meets the wife, and the wife is a fat black woman because why not? And the kids are cute. And he looks smug with himself because he's just smug, right? He's just a smug cunt, right? Everybody in this is a smug cunt. That's essentially the right of this. Can we be smug cunts? Yes, we can. So they eat together, and the wife's really happy to see him. So he speaks of you all the time. He and he's so happy to see you at last. And they get on well, and she basically breaks the ice, and they're just cute together. And like she said, look, can't we just like let bygones be? I understand he's been a smug cunt and he's ignored you all your life. I said, look, that sapling he gave me grew. He said, yeah, he tends it like it's his third child because he still loves Elrond. Oh, he loves him so much. It's a man, right? It's a bromance, of course. Yeah, it's but it's a strong bromance. Oh, it's so bro. It's so mance. Anyway, I digress. So he gave him a sapling of their elf tree, and it grew into a giant tree. Everyone said it wouldn't grow here, but he made it grow because he loved it. Said anyway, we love must make it grow. And he said, like, oh, come on, can't we just sort it out, make everybody happy again? Meanwhile, Gladriel is with this bloke, and he's like, so where are you from? What's going on with you? So, and she's all pissed off with him. Said, what kind of man deserts his brethren? Like, same one as you, apparently. You. I mean, like, where are you from? What's going on? I lost my ship. Anyway, So they talk, and she finds out that orcs have torn them out from a house. Oh, I'm seeing the evil orc logo. Oh, no, that must be Sauron is close. Or not at all. I don't know. So apparently orcs drove them out of their town. They said, orcs are back. Oh, that means Sauron must be coming back. I said, well, what would you say if I can tell me more and I'll be able to get you back home? Look at her. Just like the whole, I don't understand. Who's this meant to be appealing to? Oh, my God. And she's like, yeah, maybe I can get your land back. I have fought this foe from before you were born when the sun was first formed. Oh, shut up. Meanwhile, where are we now? Oh, fine. Yeah, she's run back and told the village that there's a weird thing burrowing. Oh, no, it's going to kill us all. She said, oh, look, just piss off with your elf loving, you a traitorous cunt, essentially. And it's like, no, where are we going to go? I said, no, we're done. The elves are gone. Let's just move on. Meanwhile, her son is like, oh, I can't stand elves, even though I'm half elf. Anyway, she hears a mice from the ground. He starts hammering. Ah! And then he sees an eye look back at him. But, oh! Meanwhile, elf boy is in the tunnel. He finds his tooth. And he keeps looking, and he gets chased by something bigger. And he jumps into water. He swims around. And anyway, he's waiting for them to attack. He's waiting, and they grab him from behind. And okay. Meanwhile, she's running back to her house now, and she's devastation. They said, what happened here? And I said, just get the fuck out. There's a monster here. And so she goes, instead of running away, she goes to hide. And she sees, I guess it's an orc, right? Or some big monster thingy. And it starts attacking. But she's stunning and brave. I, a woman, hear me roar. Rah! And look at me. Yay, I'm the Yaz Queen Slay. And she brings the head of the orc in, or whatever it is. Says, look, there are monsters. We got to go hide. You see, I was right all along. That expression of pure being pure condensation. Is it condensation? Yeah. God. Oh, this is the vibe of the whole show. Awful. Anyway, Gladriel is now I know it's a stout storm. They don't have food, they don't have water, and they're on this little raft after swimming. It's so fucking stupid. Every time I think about it, I can't think how stupid it is. She jumped off a boat in the middle of the ocean and swam and had to find a raft that then got blown up, and she found another bit of the raft and she was cunty to the one person on it. That's the story of Gladriel so far. Right? And she falls down and being dragged down by this rope. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, God, Pussy Boy's going to save her. I must save Gladriel. I'll take your silver dildo and cut you free. And she makes it up. And she pulls him up to the raft because, she needs him. He needs her, obviously. Meanwhile, not Gandalf, looking at the stars, and they bring these lanterns full of fireflies. And she uses the firefly to make a constellation. So, okay, just go ask Lenny Henry. Don't spend time trying to work it out. Lenny Henry is the person who knows, right? God, just get it done. So meanwhile, dwarf guy goes to see his father, and oh God, I forgot. So we got the first mystery box of not Gandalf. Who is Mystery Boy, right? And he's like, well, I don't really trust the elves, right? So no, I trust him. Said, well, let's look at this. Do you remember that thing in Pulp Fiction? We got it right here. We got literally a mystery box. Let's look at that mystery box. Oh, there's a mystery in that box. What a mystery. What a box. Sweet mystery box. Meanwhile, the half-elf boy, whatever, pulls out the sword and he cuts himself on it, and it starts to regrow. Whoa, what's happening? Meanwhile, they got to run away. They go to the abandoned elf fortress. Meanwhile, oh, thank God it's over. After they finally get a night's sleep, after being stunning and brave and not eating for a few months, after swimming for non-stop for a few weeks, and they wake up and they're found by a ship. Dun dun dun. Listen, as I said, this is absolute gold for House of the Dragon, right? Nothing makes House of Dragon look better than this absolute shit. This absolute dire, absolute shit. It's awful. It's fucking awful. That's the only way I really say it. It's fucking awful. Oh, I mean, I'm glad I don't know Tolkien enough to know how bad it is. It is fucking awful. Okay, just awful. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.